Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2026 What's New in Designcenter video. Every great product starts long before it reaches the world. It starts with an idea, and the tools that bring that idea to life. When these tools are simple, powerful, and a joy to use, engineers can focus on what matters most, creating the best products possible. That's why we're here. Over the past year, we've seen a profound shift. AI has entered the engineering realm and is transforming it. And today, you'll see how we're taking that transformation even further. AI, even stronger digital thread, expanded cloud collaboration with LiveShare, and deeper immersive experiences, each building on the foundation we've created, and now coming together in ways that truly transform engineering. And today, you'll see exactly where that journey is taking us. Let me turn things over to my colleague Drew to tell you more about how we are integrating AI into Designcenter.
Artificial intelligence is everywhere right now, and in a lot of industries, that's exciting. In engineering, it can also make you a little skeptical because here, impressive isn't the bar. The bar is it accurate? Is it trusted? And does it actually help engineers do better work? At Siemens, we talk about industrial AI and lifecycle intelligence, using data and intelligence across the product lifecycle to make better decisions faster. So what does that mean for Designcenter? It means that we are not reacting to trends. It's something we've been carefully building for years, focused around amplifying the skill of the designers. AI should reduce friction, surface expertise, and help you move faster with more confidence. AI suggests, engineers decide. Let's take a quick look at how we got here because the story matters. Back in 2019, we pioneered AI in CAD with our award-winning command prediction, a small moment that asks you to trust the software just a bit more. And since then, we've steadily expanded proven AI capabilities across the workflow. Things like selection prediction, select similar, prediction for PMI annotation, logic editor node prediction, and even AI assistance for voice commands and performance-focused checks. Today, those AI-powered capabilities are used over 500,000 times every month. That's real time that engineers are getting back every day. And then we hit the next shift, Copilot. Because sometimes the best interface isn't another toolbar, it's asking, how do I do this? And getting an answer grounded in how Designcenter actually works. And even when generating new geometry, you'll always be in the loop. It simply means removing the busy work between your design intent and a trustworthy engineering outcome. Let me show you what that looks like in a real workflow with AI as your assistant. I'm going to start in Copilot and ask, how do I apply a chamfer here? Great, now I run the chamfer and Designcenter predicts what I'm likely to do next, edge blend. Designcenter helps with selection prediction, anticipating the picks I'm trying to make. And when I need to grab all the similar edges, select similar makes it instant. Before I move on, I can run a quick performance-focused check, catch issues earlier before they become rework. And if my hands are on the mouse and model, I can even trigger commands with voice command assistant.
Publish report.
One workflow, 6 moments where AI simply saved time, reduced friction, or prevented mistakes. Now multiply that across an entire part, then an assembly, then an organization. And this is where we're headed next, moving from predictive AI to agentic AI and toward generative AI built around the language of engineering. Not generic chat, domain intelligence, agents designed for specific engineering tasks with humans in control at every step. Designcenter has been an engineering AI pioneer since 2019 with a goal that remains unchanged, helping engineers design better, faster, and with more confidence.
With lithium-ion batteries powering everything from smartphones to electric cars, battery machines like this are vital for 21st century manufacturing. And it's a great example of how Designcenter and the Siemens Accelerator platform combine to create the most comprehensive digital twin. Every component is parametrically modeled in Designcenter down to every nut, bolt, and wire. Each component has mass and material properties, as well as full product manufacturing information to control manufacturing processes in NX CAM. Mechatronics Concept Designer takes that data to show us the moving parts working together with precise, physics-based simulations, either in a desktop or immersive environment. Designcenter tools like Performance Predictor and CFD Designer simulate the actual performance of the components and assemblies on a mechanical, thermal, and fluid flow level. And you can seamlessly move to SimCenter for the next level of simulation precision when you need it. None of these parts would work without the electrical systems controlling them. You can create electrical diagrams, wire harnesses, and even individual printed circuit boards, all in Designcenter. And mechanical and electrical teams are in sync thanks to the bidirectional data exchange with Capital. Zoom out and we can even see how the battery machine integrates into factory processes created in Line Designer within a facility created with Designcenter's Building Information Management module. Pulling all this together is no mean feat. It means a wide range of specialists working together, often across different teams and different time zones. And Designcenter's innovative cross-domain collaboration tools and cloud data management technology make it easier than ever. We don't even need to open Designcenter to get started. Our new multi-user notifications in Microsoft Teams keep you up to date with changes to followed parts, anywhere, anytime, and on any device. You can even use natural language commands to search, filter, and query your notifications with Copilot AI. And when you're ready, you can open a part in Designcenter straight from your team's notifications. Once you're in Designcenter, live share means you can work on a part at the same time as the colleagues who are sending you the change notifications. Invite them to a live share meeting, and you can all edit the same parts or assemblies simultaneously. All your changes will update automatically on each other's Designcenter sessions. All the data is managed in Teamcenter to ensure data model consistency and industry-proven security. It's truly synchronous engineering. You can see who else is editing a part in the top right-hand corner of the window. Click their icon and you can open a Microsoft Teams chat to talk about your edits or start a group chat to expand the discussion with everyone in the same live share meeting. Designcenter will also show you people who've checked out other parts in the same assembly, so you're aware of other work that's taking place. Live share meetings aren't just for modeling. You can now also collaborate while authoring and managing PMI in the MBD Navigator. Synchronous engineering through live share even expands into the immersive environment, and we'll cover that in more detail later. Features like live share and multi-user notifications are only possible thanks to the deep, seamless integration between Designcenter and Teamcenter. Nowhere is that integration more apparent than Designcenter's built-in data management. It gives you full access to Teamcenter right inside the Designcenter CAD environment, so you can design without interruption. Find part files, read notes, make notes, do all your usual Teamcenter tasks without changing windows or switching to another application. With all the data and information you need right there in your CAD workspace, built-in data management won't just save you time, it will change the way you worked altogether. We've aligned the look, feel, and interactions of Designcenter and Teamcenter, so switching between the two is as intuitive as possible. Designcenter users can get started with built-in data management right away with a familiar user interface. You'll soon find yourself switching between design and data management instantly as it becomes a natural and fluid part of your workflow. Being able to freeze and unfreeze parts directly within Designcenter is one particularly useful benefit. Let's say you're examining an assembly and find a particular part which you think might need adjustment. Built-in data management lets you freeze that part in Teamcenter with just a few clicks, so no one else in your organization can edit it. You can unfreeze the part just as easily afterwards, and you've not left Designcenter once during the whole operation. Instant access to Teamcenter means instant access to all your notifications too. Keep up to date with all your followed parts without any distractions from other applications. Then, open a part straight away to see what's changed. It's all designed with flexibility for both managed and unmanaged data in mind. It doesn't lock you down to only working with managed data. If a partner or customer sends you a part file which isn't in your system yet, don't worry. You can still open it as usual before moving back to working with your managed data afterwards. And opportunities for cross-domain collaboration in Designcenter don't stop there. Team Connect is an efficient and cost-effective way for your colleagues to get more value from your Designcenter data. It lets executives, managers, marketing teams, and other professionals view and visualize your products without full Designcenter engineering capabilities. With Designcenter X Essentials, colleagues across your organization can perform a huge range of design and engineering tasks in a web browser on any device from any location. It truly bridges the gap between the design studio and the shop floor.
And if you like the look of that browser access, great news. It's included in all tiers of Designcenter X. So when you're away from your desk, you can continue to be productive by editing your models and drawings from a browser on any device.
So you've seen how large and complex assemblies are great for showcasing Designcenter's collaboration and data management tools. But we've also been working hard behind the scenes to speed up loading, saving, and working with this kind of data set. We've enhanced performance when adding additional sub-assemblies to an existing assembly, a change that's particularly impactful if those sub-assemblies are already large themselves. And with improved caching of component-level attributes, assemblies with these attributes now load up to 3 times faster. It's a process of continuous improvement across software releases that adds up to significant time savings during your daily workflows. And while you'll see the biggest benefit if you use large assemblies yourself, these performance improvements really do affect everyone using Designcenter. Faster assembly loading applies across the board, however many components you're working with. Designcenter can now also minimally load assemblies with an enhanced chunk-based solution. Breaking down large assemblies into smaller, manageable chunks during loading is so much more efficient that an assembly with 120,000 components can load 15% quicker. Shipbuilding is one industry which benefits from these performance enhancements every day.
Even though components may share identical geometry, ship assembly systems treat them as unique entities to account for their position in the ship installation procedure, lifecycle traceability, and regulatory significance. 2 visually identical brackets installed in different compartments may connect to different surrounding structures, be welded using different procedures, and be installed at different stages of construction. The position of the bracket itself then becomes part of its identity.
No wonder ship designers benefit so much from Designcenter's high performance with large assemblies. Their assemblies are even bigger and more complicated than they look. And what's more, Designcenter offers a dedicated solution for ship design. You get all the right tools for the job, no compromising with generic CAD features that are ill-suited to the marine industry. It's a whole suite of add-on modules that you can access through value-based licensing. These modules give you true end-to-end coverage of ship design workflows, all in one unified platform. From initial concept design to detailed design and on to manufacturing preparation, we've worked closely with our marine clients to ensure that every step is laser focused on their unique requirements. And because you're using Designcenter, you'll also benefit from all the other leading add-on modules Designcenter offers.
Routing to design piping, HVAC and cableways, corrosion analysis indicator to identify corrosion risk factors, structure designer for rapid rule-based parametric definition of secondary structures design.
The list goes on. So, what's new for ship design in Designcenter? First up, we have multi-part editing.
This capability is critical in ship design software because ships are large, highly repetitive, and interdependent systems where a single change must be applied consistently and efficiently across many related parts. Paint parameters is one way to quickly edit parameters and non-geometric properties for multiple similar structural parts.
Select a source object to get attributes such as thickness, material, and water tightness. Then, use any of Designcenter's intelligent selection tools to choose all the parts where you want to apply the parameters. Run the command and you're done. Use paint parameters on mirrored parts and you save even more time. The AI-powered selection tools we mentioned earlier are particularly useful in a ship design context.
In this case, we need to add an edge reinforcement to all the openings on the floor plates. You select similar edges on the correct edge on an opening. Then simply drag a box across the viewport and Designcenter will use AI to search for the same edge on all the other openings in that area. Once selected, you can run the edge reinforcement command on all the edges on every opening, creating dozens of edge reinforcement parts in just a few seconds.
Next, we'll show you how you can create an intelligent topological copy of a part that automatically adapts to its surroundings on a different plane. A bracket like this is defined as ending between two stiffeners. If we copy that bracket across to a different plane with different stiffeners, the geometry of the copy automatically updates to match. It means you don't have to create new brackets from scratch every time or edit something that you duplicated which doesn't fit. Simply define your parts well and Designcenter does the rest. Extrapolate these workflows across an entire hull design and you can imagine the time savings. This really is just scratching the surface and there's so much more exciting new ship design functionality to discover. Make sure you keep up to date with the Designcenter blog for all the latest. Now, let's hand over to Aziz and the Immersive engineering team to learn more about the new enhancements they've been developing.
If you followed our What's New videos, you'll have seen the power of immersive engineering before. So this time, a few of us from the Immersive team have got together to give you the inside track on the new features and enhancements, which we've developed for the June 2026 release.
Recently, we've introduced some new performance improvements to the Immersive Designer application. We've also introduced some changes to the way we build geometry. When we introduce larger assemblies, which previously may have struggled with memory consumption, we're now able to cache some of that geometry that comes in and reuse it later down the line, which helps, in effect, reduce memory consumption as well as improve the runtime performance, including frames per second and responsiveness.
We've also optimized how components move, so it's faster to reposition parts in an assembly, and animations from Mechatronic's Concept Designer display more smoothly. Refinements to the user experience continue to make interactions quicker and easier, especially if you're using the dedicated Sony head-mounted display and controllers.
We've introduced support for gamepad controllers to be able to navigate immersive scenes, and this can be used in desktop mode with our walkthrough functionality, or this can also be used to navigate with a VR headset connected.
Now you can upload your own custom scenes to the virtual reality side of Immersive. Customers would choose to use the custom HDR scenes, say if they've got their own environment that they want to see their specific CAD data in, say if they have their own office that they want to see it in, or even maybe they have their own customers that have provided them with HDRs. Now you can exactly see your CAD data in those environments.
We've added even more ready-made scenes to choose from as well, and switching between scenes is now much faster. And support for Sony Clear Vision unlocks the full potential of the head-mounted display to show off your models in the precision of true 4K.
We actually render the scene at much higher detail, but only in a small area. And then the outside of the area, that is done at a lower resolution. The main benefit of that is that smaller area is much higher resolution, and paired with the eye tracking of the Sony headset means that no matter where you look, you will see much clearer.
One of the biggest recent enhancements for Immersive Collaborator has been the introduction of live updates. any design changes made by the meeting host update in real time on the model in the immersive environment for everyone to see. And now, these live updates now expand to any changes made by colleagues collaborating in a live share meeting too.
There's no need for any menus or any little loading bars or anything like that. The change that you make in your CAD application comes through and streams really responsively into your immersive application.
Another update that further integrates the desktop and immersive experience is global selection. Select a part with your controller, and Immersive Designer and Designcenter will select it in your desktop viewport too, and vice versa.
If you've got a selection intent of body edges, for example, and you're in your immersive experience, you can get immediate feedback on what you're about to select. So you'll see an edge highlight in the immersive application, and then in Designcenter, when you actually do that, the selection is processed as it would be before, and then you'd see the body edges in the immersive experience.
Immersive meetings now have a new option to run a tour-guided session. The host keeps all their usual functionality, while guests get a more streamlined experience so they can focus on design review.
So being able to take a group of people and lead them through scenes, so over, you could have 40 people, each from a different country, all coming together in our VR space and being able to talk to each other, design together, and then having sort of a host take them through what needs to be done. We went away and designed a feature called Viewpoints, which allows the setup of a few teleport points. So you set a list of points where you want to go, and it plays through sort of like a slideshow.
They can be a real time saver for navigation and let hosts give their meetings a more refined presentation.
Industries, I think, waste a lot of time building prototypes. I think with immersive engineering, you can build your prototypes in Designcenter, and with one click, you can view all of that inside immersive environment without having to build anything physically. If someone had never touched immersive engineering before, I would say step into the future.
Immersive engineering excels in the collaborative space. Just being able to share an assembly worldwide is such a huge win.
I'm not working with my mouse and keyboard and just typing in some numbers. I built it before the furniture with my hands, and now I have the opportunity to create it in future with my hands.
It removes the ambiguity in terms of what they think might work or we think might work, and they look at it, they pin it, and they say yes, 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 no, no, no. From a production capacity, the time to product from the design review to actual being able to implement a sign-off and start the production manufacturing process has basically shortened down almost exponentially.
So Siemens is not just a partner, we call them an innovation partner because we innovate together. So Siemens is actually our oldest partner. When we started in Formula One back in 2005, Siemens was there, and they've been with us every single step of the way. In Formula One, we're very lucky to be selective about who we pick as a partner, and we only want the best, which is why we've had Siemens as a partner for all 22 years that we've been operating now, because we know that Siemens made the best-in-class tools that we can use to design the best-in-class car.
Designcenter is evolving into something more than software. It's becoming a space where engineers think, create, and collaborate with unprecedented clarity and confidence. Whether you're refining a single part, exploring an immersive review, or working live with teammates from around the world, Designcenter is for everyone, and we can't wait to see what you do with it. The latest version of Designcenter is available today. Download it, try it, and start building what's next.